so as far as these side quests are concerned, there's only 4 of them. Well, actually, there's 5 of them now. Oh, pardon me, 6. Well, let's hold off on that for another time. Yeah, we'll hold off on these side quests for another time, but for now, let's focus on staying with the main story. Let's speak with Quell to take on the next level 82 main story quest entitled A Capital Idea. Quell is still digesting a rather hefty portion of food for thoughts. Well, that's given me much to mull over. I feel as though we're one step closer to understanding the form's true motives, and the mysteries of life itself for good measure. It's funny, I came here with the intent of expressing my gratitude, only to leave more indebted than before. I have a feeling his friendship and support will be a great boon to us in days to come. And on that note, let's head back to the Onyx. Perhaps on the way, you could better acquaint yourself with Kia Leopo as the scholar suggested, while I share our findings with Raha. Alright then. Yeah, not wholly necessary, but we'll just head on off back to the Annex anyway. And there's the Stinian chilling out with Alphanode, and Graha's with Kron and Onyxe. Yeah, let's talk for a while. Welcome back. From what I hear, your trip to the studium proved most educational. While you were away, I received word from our fellow Scions. As expected, news of the Warding Scales was met with much joy. Preparations are now underway to bring the leadership of the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance together to determine a way forward. Our friends have asked that we bring the scales in our possession to Limsa. Oh, is that so? So the time has come for us to go on the offensive? It's too early to say for certain, but that does seem to be the way the winds are blowing. I, for one, can think of no reason to oppose such a plan, but let us see what awaits us in Vilbrand. Alright then. Let's start by getting the scales out of storage. Give me a hand, would you, Stinian? Yeah, you're the biggest and strongest here. You do it. And so, back with all 3 boxes. Whew, I didn't realize these crates were so heavy. Well, you are a Lalafell. I shouldn't complain though. Vitra and the alchemists of the great work put their heart and soul and care into each and every one of these skills, so you must treat them with the utmost care. Jeez, I really gotta focus on reading the lines so I'm not blurring them. Are you not coming with us? As much as I would like to escape the form's watchful gaze, I've little choice but to stay behind. We're already on thin ice, and if I, in my capacity as our official representative, were found to be consorting with foreign powers, well, you can imagine how that would go. I shall remain here and do my utmost to avoid ruffling any more feathers, as I await word from Master Matoya and our other allies. With luck, we'll soon have good news of our own to share. Let's hope you're right. The tide is about to turn, I can feel it. To Limsa. Yeah, let's do it. And so, back to Eorzea for the first time in the main story. Since we left on the boat to come here in the first place. Yeah, let's head on over, because yeah, we're meeting with dignitaries here. It'd be a good idea if I dressed appropriately. Sergeant Xanthal, how long has it been, sir? Oh, I was told to expect you. As you may or may not be aware, the Admiral is at present entertaining the elder seeds here and the Sultana. 3 of the most powerful women of the world in one room. Do you need a moment to prepare, or shall I show you to them? Oh, proceed, sir. So let's head on inside. Ladies, it's been a while, it's good to see all of you again. My apologies for calling you away from Charlene at such short notice. On the contrary, we are honored and grateful, and pleasantly surprised to be
joined by such esteemed company. 'Twas only right that this discussion be conducted in person. We are locked in a war of attrition. Our forces struggle to contain the threat posed by the towers, and it is only a matter of time before we are overwhelmed. Victory will only be claimed through decisive action, and we have taken the initiative to set the wheels in motion. It is reassuring to learn we are all in accord. But might I ask what your plan entails?
Yeah, please enlighten us there, ladies.
It hinges entirely on the warning skills and our ability to utilize the potential to the fullest. During your time in Sharlayan, the allied nations have been engaged on separate fronts with no end in sight. To make matters worse, a surge in abductions of kobolds, Sahagan, Ixtal and Ananta have given rise to an increasing number of primals as well. But your triumph in Razat Han has given us cause to hope once more. The time has come to free ourselves of this menace. And it is you, the scions of the Seventh Dawn, who have shown us the way. While the bulk of our forces will continue to hold the Telothroi at bay, we will dispatch our finest to strike at the enemy's hearts, Garlemald.
So we really are doing this so soon?
These brave few will be the Ilsabard contingent.
Really?
To think such progress has been made in so short a span.
Yeah, even I'm shocked. Yeah, are you sure about this?
Its objectives are twofold. The first is to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. As previously reported, countless Imperial soldiers and civilians have been tempered. Robbed of their free will, they serve the Telothroi every whim without question. They too are victims. It is our duty to deliver them from their suffering, not for strategic or political gain, but because it is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I do not ask that we set aside the decades of conflict and conquest, that we simply choose to forgive and forget.
Yeah, and to think that you've been on the defensive for so long.
I only ask that in choosing to remember, we do not also forsake our compassion and morality, for without that there can be no reconciliation, only death without end.
Well said.
Aye, on that we can all agree. Our second objective is the Colossal Tower that Thancred and Oriange observed in the capital. Though its purpose remains unclear, there's reason to believe the smaller spires are merely a precursor of what's yet to come. Until the Tower of Zot was toppled, we failed to make any headway, though the same could be said of the Telothroi. There's certainly no rush to press further into our lands. Yet. I'd wager the Spire's primary purpose is to divide and keep us occupied while they work towards our annihilation. This would appear to be substantiated by Ishola's analysis of the tower's influence on ethereal currents. Based on her observations inside of the Tower of Zot, the Spires siphon ether from the land, consuming it to maintain their form. However, they draw forth far more than is required for this task alone. The excess of ether remains unaccounted for, but we can be sure it is not being harnessed for our benefits. It wouldn't surprise me in the least if it was redirected to the larger spire in the capital. There's a logic in that. Regardless, once we have uncovered the truth, we'll bring their schemes crashing down along with their infernal towers.
And if anyone wants to weigh in, that's all well and good. But what would you have us do? I assume it's more than handing over the scales and being on our way. Yeah, what do you have to respond to about that?
We want you and your scales to join the Ilsabard contingent. Consider it an official request, from both the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance. Do you accept?
I think we're in agreement, are we not?
Perhaps you should be the one to answer that.
Why are you resting this on my shoulders? For honor and glory, for the people of Garlemald, or for the revenge against the Talafroi, but no. We're not gonna do it the way the third option is offering.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Ishtola, Thanker, and Oriange have already pledged their support and are on their way to meet the rest of the contingents. They were positive you would come to the same decision as they did. Luckily for all involved, their prediction was correct. Once you have delivered the warding skills to Alamigo, the contingent will embark on its journey to Ilsabard. Reborn and Lord Emmerich are overseeing preparations, so I suggest you make yourselves known upon arrival. Pack warm clothing, furs and the like. Without it, the cold will do you in before the Talafroi so much as draw steel. As for us, we'll keep the enemy busy while you're gone. They're not the only ones who can create an aversion. Now go, safe in the knowledge that Eorzea will be as you left it, or better, upon your return.
Let's hope you're right about that. And so away we go. Yeah, we're not even wasting any time here. We're just like, you know what? Let's do it. Screw having to wait around for 5 or 6 more levels. We're doing this right now. And so, let's go ahead and make our way over to the Alamigan Quarter and to where Reborn is. So let's make our way over and head on down. General, how's it been? Ah, the Wanderers return. You've been busy, bringing down a tower and producing the keys to destroying the rest of them. You should be proud. Those warring scales of yours are what made this whole venture possible.
Will you and Lord Emmerich be leading the contingents? Regrettably, no. Our role is to organize the various delegations into cohesive units. Once we have seen you all off, it's back to our respective posts. We dare not neglect our duties for too long lest our defensive efforts fall into disarray. And just between us, there was a fair amount of opposition to the formation of the Ilsabard contingents. The very suggestion that we send out some of our finest troops behind enemy lines to render aid unto the Guardians has made me rather unpopular in certain quarters. But not too much. Can't please them all. Sadly not, though I do my best. Truth be told, I'd much rather be at your side, charging into the fray. Alas, I have battles of my own to fight, where words may serve me better than any blade. I hate to say it, but Lord Emmerich's struggles mirror my own. For the time being, the best we can offer you is the peace of mind from knowing Eorzea is in safe hands. As you fight the good fight in Ilsabard, I and the other commanders will do what we can to convince the naysayers that our cause is just. Thank you, both of you. We meet again.
Oh, who goes there? Oh, Gaius. Hello there. Much has occurred since we parted ways in Willett. From what I gather, the protective talismans you have obtained led to the formation of this expeditionary force. My contribution on this occasion is but a minor one, that being the information I have shared with Maxima. For the sake of the people of Garlemald, may the fates be on your side. So you're not coming with us? Strange, I thought you'd have a stake in this. Yeah, I would have thought so too. I do. The Talafroi have laid waste my homeland and enslaved my people. But though every mote of my being cries for vengeance, I cannot be the one to deliver it. My presence alone would put the entire mission in jeopardy. How so? I stand accused of murdering Emperor Varus and plunging Garlemald into chaos. Were I to travel with the Ilsabard contingent, it would give my countrymen ample cause to question our motives. Conversely, Those who believe me innocent may instead celebrate the return of a former legatus and attempt to raise me to a position of leadership, further destabilizing the region and complicating the contingent's mission. Yeah, he's gritting his teeth here. Whether I am branded a villain or hailed as a hero, I would only hinder your efforts. We'll deliver your people from harming your state, or I'll doubt they'll be pleased to see the champion of Eorzea set foot on Guardian soil, or I understand World is in your hands. Well, yeah, I think they won't like me coming around either. A fair point. But so long as you refrain from announcing your arrival to all and sundry, the average person should have no inkling as to your identity. Although your titles and deeds are common knowledge, only a select few would recognize you on sight alone. Perhaps one day they'll learn that the Warrior of Light is not a demon to be feared, but a woman deserving of their trust. Alright then, thank you. In light of Gaius' rather unique circumstances, I instead will assume the role of your guide. Though I may have defected for political reasons, my love for Garlemald endures. I would stop at nothing to protect her and her people. Well said. Might I ask you to escort our friends inside? And so, you might even bump into an old acquaintance or two, and if I don't see you again ere you depart, may the Fury guide and protect you. All of you. And so we'll take our experience points, 868 gil, plus a level 82 pewter chest piece.